Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in today. I'm Lisa Neff Wheeler, realtor with Coldwell Banker Realty, and I'm here with John Simonetti. Thank you for joining me. I hope I didn't butcher your last name.
Simonetti, it's close enough. That's perfect.
John is owner of CrossFit ToyBox, located in Raritan. It's a CrossFit gym. So I'm looking forward to the interview today to learn more about John and learn more about the gym. So how have you been? And thanks for joining me today.
Oh, thanks for coming in today.
Yeah. You been good?
Yes, everything's great. Yourself?
Good, thanks. So why did you buy CrossFit ToyBox? What led you to that decision?
So I've been doing CrossFit for over 10 years now, myself in my life. I've always had a passion for CrossFit. And during the pandemic, while being home, not being able to go to work, I was a hairdresser for 25 years. So I was always been in like the people service industry and stuff like that. Me and my wife had a discussion about trying to either open up a gym because we were passionate about the fitness industry or opening up some kind of salon of some kind, but we leaned more towards the gym. We were able to find this gym that was for sale and take it over at that particular moment.
That's awesome. So why don't you tell, because I looked at your website, you serve a lot of different age cohorts and a lot of different type. So why don't you walk everyone through the services you provide?
Sure. So obviously our main CrossFit is our main goal here. So we do a lot of CrossFit classes. Each class is an hour-long group session led by one of our coaches. We also have a kids class, which is that meets 3 days a week. The age ranges from anywhere from the age of 9 to all the way up to the age of 11 or 12, which is also led by a coach. Everything we do here is group classes. They're all an hour long in a group setting, so that way there's more community aspect about it. So people are more intertwined with each other. There's more support system with everyone.
Good. Yeah.
So that's mostly all the classes that we offer.
Now, you said you stopped the kids at like 11, 12.
Yes.
Do you deal with kind of those, and my son's a 15-year-old baseball player, and he's always looking to, I need to get in shape, I need to get more muscle. Do you serve that kind of high school population as well if they're looking to get fitter, put on more muscle?
Yeah, so if they're after the age of 14 or 15, they can automatically just join our adult classes.
Gotcha.
Which is fine. They'll blend right in. They'll work right in with everyone. The age groups will always work out together at that point. So if they're interested in still being strong and being fit for the sport that they play, they can also take that regular CrossFit classes. Okay.
So the word CrossFit has always scared me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I see the workout. And you had mentioned when I talked to you, you said, sometimes people are afraid of CrossFit. So help people understand why they shouldn't be afraid of CrossFit, excuse me.
So the basics behind CrossFit is constantly varied functional movements performed at high intensity. So constantly varied, meaning that every day there's a different workout on the board. The movements change each day, so your body never gets accustomed to what's happening. Functional movements means stuff we do every day. When we sit in a chair, we're essentially squatting. When we pick up something off the floor, we're essentially deadlifting. When you're in a plane and you take your suitcase and you pick it up and you put it up in your overhead carry, you're basically doing a clean and jerk or a snatch. So we do a lot of functional movements here to keep your body in shape and be able to perform outside the gym.
Okay.
And we perform it at high intensity, which means that we either do something on the clock for time, or we do a workout where there's rounds and reps. So everything is run by a clock. So we want you to move as efficiently as you possibly can through the workout, and the most important thing is being safe.
Gotcha.
Most people, if they end up YouTubing a CrossFit video, they'll see like the professional athletes that are, doing pull-ups or, muscle ups on the rings. That becomes very intimidating. The most important thing to remember about CrossFit is everything we do here is scalable. So if you cannot do a pull-up, there's a scale for your pull-up, which will be, we can make you do a ring row or a jumping pull-up or a banded pull-up. Everything we do here is scalable. Our coaches will know that if you're a new athlete or an older athlete, if you have, experience or not, they will know how to scale you down so you get the same stimulus of the workout for the person that is not scaling down the workout.
Gotcha. So you work in a competitive business. There's gyms everywhere on every street. So you bought into this business, but talk a little bit about this business. You mentioned was in business for 7 years before you bought it. How have you guys been able to pre you, but also post you, get your clients in the door, and what makes you attractive? Because you've been in this business, has been in business for a long time.
Definitely true. I think the most important thing is obviously our coaching. The coaches are, elite coaches. They know a lot about CrossFit and the movements and how to scale people down and how to control the class and how to, most important thing, how to make people have fun, right? The other aspect of the business is the customer service aspect, right? You want everyone to feel welcome, to feel like this is part of their family. You want them to be here for the hour that they're here to be the best hour out of their day that they're here. So you want to make it as fun as possible, but also give them a workout that makes them feel like, they came here for a purpose and they were able to work out and get a good workout in for the day. But making people feel comfortable, knowing everyone by their names, saying, hey, Mary, how are you today? All that stuff makes people feel comfortable. I kind of take the aspect of being a hairdresser for 25 plus years. It's all about customer service and making the client feel comfortable. The same thing, in essence, when it comes to running the gym. You want to make everyone feel as comfortable as possible and as welcoming as possible, so they fit in and they feel like they're part of the community. So that way they end up showing up to class and working out and enjoying themselves.
That's great. So how are you different from other training studios or gyms? Like, what makes you talked about the customer service aspect of it, but what makes you different from a service or coaching perspective? Because you mentioned you have great coaches as well.
Yeah, so our coaches are, all elite CrossFit coaches. They all have a ton of experience. They've been doing this for a long time, 4, 5, 6 years. They have the experience to coach an elite athlete or someone who's just their first day that they come into the gym and walk in. I think that's part of the biggest, the most important part of the business is having coaches that are able to make sure that the people are moving safely. The most important thing is people think, oh, CrossFit is, you're going to get hurt if you do CrossFit, you're going to hurt yourself.
Right.
The only thing I can say to that is most people, like, we always tell people, leave your ego at the door. Before you walk in, leave your ego here. When you walk in, we will make sure that you move at a nice, consistent pace and you will get a good workout.
Right.
If you listen to the coach's advice, you will move safely. Like, we don't want you to get hurt. We want you to be able to come in every day of the week. You're going to get sore, obviously. Yeah, you're working out. That's the whole point of it. But we want to make you move as safely as possible. So by moving safely as possible, the coach's job is to make sure that you get a great workout in, but you move safe. And once you learn all the movements and the techniques, then we'll have you add some more weight to the bar or weight to the dumbbells, depending on what the movement is for that particular day. Once you get the technique down, then we'll start adding weight so that way you move safely and you understand exactly what's happening. So I think that makes a big difference in why we're different than other gyms. We want to focus more on the athlete or the client that's in the gym, make sure that they're able to move safely, not get hurt, and keep them in great shape so that way they keep coming in every single day.
Gotcha. What drives you to do what you do? What motivates you? What gets you out of the bed in the morning and you go, I'm so happy I'm going to work because of this?
Well, I've always wanted to own a gym, so that's one of the most important things. But it's also about helping people. Like, I love helping people. I love watching people, come in on the first day and then seeing them 3 years later still here, and how their body changed and how they can move better, and just helping people become fit. Like, CrossFit is all about making people fit, whether no matter what you want to do at the end of the day, whether you play sports outside the gym or you run a marathon or you just want to live a healthy lifestyle, this is what CrossFit is all about. Like, if you run and you want to be faster at your marathon and you're running mile, CrossFit will make you a faster runner. If you're play baseball, basketball, soccer, or football, and you want to be better at that sport, CrossFit will help you be better at that particular sport. But if you just want to be a healthy, normal human being who can, a grandmother who can play soccer with their grandchildren.
Who can age well.
Yeah, exactly. A grandmother who can play soccer with their grandchildren, or, this is what CrossFit is all about. We want to keep you healthy and make you live a healthy lifestyle for the rest of your life as long as we can.
Cool. So what are your greatest challenges? It's not easy to be in business these days.
No, I mean nothing in life is easy.
No, this is very true.
The biggest challenges are just trying to trying to educate the people on what CrossFit is about and why we do this. A lot of people tend to think like, oh, it's a gym, you should just, the regular workouts. It's not. It's something that's totally different. And just getting the people to come regularly to class. Like, we're always like texting people, hey, Mary, where you been? We haven't seen you in a couple of days. Make sure you get to the gym, and then Mary shows up. Oh, I'm here now. So stuff like that is. But it's always about educating people on what CrossFit is all about, is probably the hardest part of the whole thing. So they can understand exactly what it is, so they can know why they're here and why they're doing it.
Gotcha. So what are your goals for the next year?
To help as many people as possible become fit in their lifestyle, whether their goal is to lose weight or to gain muscle or to become a better runner or a better athlete at the sport that they play. We're here to help any individual of any kind to be better at what they do in everyday life. That's what our goal is to reach out to as many people as possible to help them live a better life.
That's awesome. Well, John, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
It's been great learning more about you.
Thank you.
About your gym, and I appreciate your time. And we'll get pictures of the gym so everyone can see that as part of the video. And to our audience, thanks for tuning in. Once again, I'm Lisa Neff Wheeler, realtor with Coldwell Banker Realty. If you have a business and would like to be featured, please don't hesitate to contact me at 732-267-1204. I look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.